poppin' peeps, welcome to Big Back Tuesdays, urban franchise entertainment, new foodies series. In this one you will see King going on foodie adventures with various peeps that are gonna show them all the best spots and events in Toronto. Stay tuned, peeps, stay good, stay hood, and keep it blitz. Stay tuned, peeps, stay good, stay hood, and keep it blitz.
What is going on, peeps? Welcome to another edition of Big Back Tuesdays. As you can see, I'm not joined by my brother, Dr. Clone. He actually had a different Big Back meal today. He had KFC. I actually woke up in the mood for a burger and wings today. Now, originally, I was going to do Hero Burger because I saw that they had wings on their menu on the Skip the Dishes app, which for some reason they're not on there anymore. And I checked Uber Eats, I checked DoorDash, wasn't on either of those. But I still wanted that burger and wings. I literally sat on my phone for an hour going back and forth. I actually at one point decided I wanted Filipino food, was gonna have Remili's, then they just closed. So I was just like, well, you know what? You want a burger, you want a wings, let's go with an old school classic, a go-to for me in the past. Markham Station. I ordered their banquet burger, fries, and I ordered their plain wings. It was essentially my go-to back in the day. You know, before we go any further, peeps, let's get to some food porn. Oh, looks good, doesn't it? I'm going to be enjoying this with Pepsi, my go-to. Let's just jump into those wings. Perfectly golden brown and crispy. That's why I like their plain wings. Let me come give you guys a close-up of this. This is like the perfect combination of crispiness on this. I don't know if you guys heard that, Chris. That's why Markham Station's been one of my go-tos. In some places, you get plain wings and they're like completely plain. These have a certain amount of flavor to them. Now, total of everything I got was about 46 bucks. I actually used to, back in the day, sometimes for late night munchies, a time before Uber Eats, when all you can ever get was pizza, KFC, Swiss Chalet, or Chinese food delivered to your home. Some Subways delivered. I would take the bus late at night. After about midnight in Canada, until Uber Eats, you cannot get delivery to your home. Pizza was like the one spot that would do it until 2 in the morning. So I would travel all the way there, get the ton wings, 2 burgers. Back then, that would actually cost us about $29. So, inflation obviously sucks. I did used to get the burger without fries. Maybe there being fries is why. Let's try these. They've always been known. We actually used to go to the bar part of Markham Station a lot. Me, Dr. Clone, and the Windcorn. And they would just be ordering a bunch of food. They would actually call these McDonald's fries. Very much how they look, similar taste. There's a lot of fries in here. I'm gonna put some here. You guys know I'm not a big carb guy. Get this burger out of there. Let's just deconstruct this a bit. So this is a lot of lettuce. I'm only gonna keep about maybe half of that lettuce. These are a lot of onions. Get 2 of them. Yeah, that seems about right for me. I ordered a burger, not a salad. So here's the burger close up. Here's the patty. Let's get to the fun side. Bacon and cheddar. Don't want to drop any of that. What I liked about their bacon always is, unlike a lot of places where you get bacon on a burger, their bacon's actually crispy by the time it gets to you. It regularly comes with tomatoes, but I just removed them. For those of you who remember the burger series, in the burger series I do a segment where I take the tomato out. So I've seen these TikToks where dudes do that and then the girl gets mad at them. So I'm considering on future episodes I'll probably be doing with female co-host. I'm not trying to get into that, so I'm just gonna order it without the tomato from the get-go. Save myself the grief. The only other option to add on like ketchup or mustard or mayonnaise on the app. They do include some ketchup. Let's try some on the fries. Not a Heinz, but a decent ketchup. Definitely. Yeah. It's been many years since Markham Station has been a regular spot for me. It's more, I'd say, in my 20s, where I used to go there a lot. But till this day, "15 years later, still just as good." More expensive, obviously, but with inflation to be expected. And I got it on DoorDash, which, you know, they kind of jack the prices up a bit too. But when there's somewhere that you know is going to be good, you won't try it. We used to go to that bar every weekend back in the day. Back when I worked at K Dental. So this is the end of my 20s. At the time, I was a big fan of the show How I Met Your Mother. And they had their bar McLaren's. So I wanted to find a bar to make our spot. Always get a booth. I guess Markham Station kind of was that, but I just guess the vibe wasn't right. I kind of see it, a group that we were, me, Dr. Clone, and Wincorn, and more, even more now too. If I was gonna make a bar my regular spot, I wouldn't really do the dive thing. I think that's something kind of appeals to a past, previous generation. I would say we'd probably go to a gamer bar or somewhere more fun, hip. Like I saw there's this cyberpunk bar. Me and my old co-hosts were supposed to do an episode there. That'd be all weird, but places are exciting. Your basic boring bar that was just like I don't really see that working now. It's kind of like what they had in McLaren's. You're kind of going for like a modern version of chairs. I feel we're kind of cooler than that. I don't think this one, because I've been to a lot of cool bars. It's like the classic pub type of bar is just boring to me because I've done it so much. And the thing is, the fortunate thing about living in Toronto is there's so much here. There's so many different type of bars that you could try out different ones. I remember this really cool Korean karaoke place. X used to take me to. And it'd be like, you'd get a private room, they'd bring you your drinks in there. Back then you couldn't really smoke in places, but this place would let you smoke in there. I couldn't smoke weed in there, but that would be cool about the cigarettes. Because my ex is well connected there. I don't know, just get drunk, do karaoke, they had food and stuff. It's actually really cool. I kind of see when I look at those old-fashioned kind of pubs, I see them as places where, like, my dad would have hung out, or my older brother would have hung out. Which, in my youth, that's where I would have started hanging out, because that's what was around. Living in Toronto, with so much variety in the type of bars, I'm being a fat kid and Captain Big Back. There needs to be a good variety of food. I love bar food, you know, always have, but there's so many different types of bar food. Like a lot of these places, these theme places, you get like bar food from other countries. Like what you usually even realize is bar food. And it's like, damn. I've been looking at these menus, seeing these videos. I feel, obviously it's the winter now, so there's gonna be a lot of Big Back Tuesdays done in the Fat Cave, but I feel times where there is a decent day, I want to check out some of these kind of bars, these new places. Maybe I'll make it its own series. You know, Big Back Tuesdays, we gotta keep it about the food, not about the booze. But maybe we'll do our series looking for cool bars. showing what the city has to offer. I know me and Dr. Clone are actually going to Comic Con next month. He pointed out he hasn't been to Comic Con in 13 years. And this con happens to be the week before his birthday. So I was like, okay, well then I'll buy the tickets for your birthday. I got the tickets yesterday. And I know there's a cosplay rave after party. Probably gonna check that out. And there'll probably be some cool pop-up restaurants and stuff there. Definitely check that out. Been pretty good episodes. Okay guys, what am I gonna rate this? Run memory lane. It still slaps. It's still busting. It might be 15 years later from when I used to be regularly and indulgent in this, but it's still busting. Still slaps. I know it does. I see younger members of my family who go to bars and stuff who are still in that nightlife like how I used to be in my 20s, talking about stories at the end of the night going to this place. 24 hours, which makes it convenient. If you feel like breakfast any time of the day, they got it. It was a good breakfast, actually. Because it's a restaurant, then a takeout spot, then the bar. It's like 3 places. Been around forever in Chicago. Definitely 5 out of 5. It delivered years before I went there, and it'll continue to deliver for years. It is bussin'. 5 out of 5. Burger game's still on point. These wings crispy and yummy as hell. I don't even mess with fries, but these McDonald's fries, they are on point. Guys, sound off in the comments. Where do you want to see me do next for Big Back Tuesdays? Actually, someone just recommended that next week that I have Korean chicken and beer. So that's what I'm gonna do next. We're gonna do an episode of Korean chicken and beer. Hopefully, I can convince you to be in the episode with me. We'll see how that works out. But stay tuned for that one. Shout out to Lalisa. Hi. All right, guys. You know how we end these things. Be sure to follow me on everything Urban Franchise Entertainment and the King Unk. So the channel you're watching this video on, Urban Franchise Entertainment YouTube channel. You can see my links in the description, but you can also catch me on TikTok, Urban Franchise Entertainment. If you want a personal message from me, you want me to say happy birthday to someone from you, you want me to make a cameo or do some kind of promotional professional work for you, you can get me on Cameo. I actually do cameos. They're available. I'm actually lowering down the prices because I had pretty good Christmas from Cameo, so I want to show that appreciation. I love the feedback that once you guys send me a Cameo, you can send me direct messages. So if you ever wanted to actually talk to me, Cameo is definitely the most direct way to do it. You pay about $3 or $4 to get me to make a video for you, then the DMs are open. You can catch me on Instagram, _king_unk. And I'm on PlayStation 5 as well, TBX420. Send me a friend request, jump in the game that I'm playing. I'm playing Street Fighter 6 and jumping into 2K once in a while, WWE 2K. Alright guys, well thank you so much again for joining this edition of Big Back Tuesdays. Stay good peeps and keep it blitz.